Hey everyone, and welcome straight into today's Explainer. We are diving right into a seriously beautiful story today, one that packs a timeless, universal lesson. We're going to break down how a simple little fable can actually reveal some huge truths about human nature. It's all centered around the magic Bridge of Montreal. So let's get right to it and see what makes this bridge so special.
But right off the bat, I want to throw a question your way. What is the greatest treasure in the world? Just hold that in the back of your mind as we go through this. Historically, when we think treasure, we picture heavy chests of gold coins, sparkling diamonds, maybe huge plots of land, right? But is that really it? Our story today totally flips that idea on its head, and I'm curious if your own answer might actually change by the end of this explainer.
Okay, setting the scene. Section 1. The Beautiful Journey of Montreal. Picture this. We've got our main character, a young boy named Hasan. He's up in Canada on summer vacation with his parents, and Montreal completely sweeps him off his feet. We're talking spotless roads, crazy vibrant flowers everywhere, gorgeous old historic buildings, and just absolutely breathtaking views of the river. It's idyllic, it's peaceful, it is literally the perfect quiet setup right before things take a distinctly supernatural turn. Which brings us to Section 2, Magic Bridge and Blue Light.
So, the real mystery kicks off one evening. Hasan is out for a quiet stroll along the banks of that gorgeous river, just soaking it all in. Suddenly, he spots this old, weathered stone bridge. But what really catches his attention isn't the bridge itself. It's a tiny, gleaming key sitting right smack in the middle of it. It's such a striking image, right? This ancient, worn stone, and then this sharp, shiny little key. And in any good story, a key is basically a giant neon sign pointing to hidden truths or unlocked potential. Naturally, Hasan has to check it out.
The second, and I mean the absolute second, he bends down and picks up that key, boom, the whole bridge lights up with this radiant pale blue glow. Just like that, his normal summer vacation vanishes and he is standing in the middle of pure magic. And notice that it's a pale blue glow. It's not a glaring, dangerous warning sign red. It's cool, mysterious, and inviting. It's telling him, hey, come on in.
Let's move to Section 3, the Guard and Helps Condition. So, an invitation, sure, but to what exactly? Hasan is standing there, holding this glowing key, bathed in blue light. And suddenly, triggered by the magic, this old, mysterious guard appears out of nowhere. The guard looks right at him and drops this crucial warning. This magic bridge only opens for those who help others. This is a huge turning point. The magic isn't a free ride. There's a catch. The bridge doesn't care if Hasan is rich, or smart, or strong. The only way to unlock its secret is through pure empathy. The key holder literally has to be of service to someone else.
Talk about timing, right? Almost instantly, the universe serves up a test. Hasan hears something and spots a little girl crying down by the river. She's lost her toy. Now, he could easily just ignore her and go explore this super cool glowing bridge, but he doesn't. He drops what he's doing, helps her find the toy, and gives it back. And the payoff? The instant he finishes this selfless act, a secret door miraculously swings open right underneath the bridge. It's brilliant because it shows Hasan didn't just hear the guard, he actually lived the words. He put a crying kid above his own wild curiosity.
On to Section 4, Secret Door and Real Treasure.
Okay, the door is open. Hasan steps inside. Now admit it, you're expecting a hidden vault stuffed with treasure, right? Mountains of gold, chests overflowing with diamonds, but nope, there is absolutely no gold in there. Instead, sitting quietly by itself is just a single beautiful book. It's such a great twist because by stripping away all that expected material wealth, the story forces us and Hasan to completely rethink what valuable actually means.
And that brings us to Section 5, the story's important lesson.
So Hasan walks up, opens the cover of this book, and reads the message inside. And this is the core of the whole explainer today. It says, "The greatest treasure in the world is kindness, honesty, and helping others." Think back to that question we asked at the very beginning. This right here is the answer. The glowing bridge, the magic key, the mysterious guard, all of it was just an elaborate setup to deliver this one massive truth. Real wealth isn't stuff you lock away in a bank vault. It's your character. It's the positive mark you leave on the people around you.
Honestly, Hasan's reaction to reading this is probably my favorite part of the whole story. He just smiles, gently puts the book right back where he found it, and walks outside. Think about that. He doesn't take it as a souvenir.
He doesn't bring it back to show off to his friends. He leaves it there, perfectly intact, for the next person who might stumble across that key. It shows he truly gets it. The physical book isn't the treasure. The real treasure is the lesson he's now carrying inside himself.
Now, cut to the very next morning, Hasan goes back to that exact same spot by the river, and the contrast is wild. At night, remember, it was all glowing blue lights, a magic key, a secret door. But in the daylight, nothing. No key, no secret door. It's literally just a totally normal, everyday stone bridge. All the physical, supernatural stuff has vanished into thin air.
But Hasan isn't bummed out that the fantasy is over. Actually, it leads him to this massive realization that totally redefines what magic even is. True magic? It's not in glowing rocks or secret rooms. The real supernatural power exists entirely within our own good deeds. The magic was never really inside the bridge to begin with. The bridge was just a mirror, reflecting the magic that sparks to life whenever we just choose to be kind. So, what happens after this crazy vacation? Well, Hasan heads back to his homeland, and he is just filled with joy. And I don't mean just the I had a fun trip kind of joy. I mean that deep in-your-bones joy of figuring out how life actually works. More importantly, he makes a lifelong commitment to always help others. He basically packed up the magic of Montreal on his heart and took it home, dedicating the rest of his life to everyday acts of kindness.
Distilling all of this down to our core takeaway for today. Kindness and goodness are, without a doubt, a person's most valuable treasures. It's a remarkably simple message, right? But when you wrap it up in Hasan's journey with the key, the guard, and that hidden book, it becomes unforgettable. You show up for a story about a magic bridge, but you walk away with a pretty incredible blueprint for living a fulfilling life.
So as we wrap things up today, I want to turn this right back over to you. I want to leave you with one final thought to chew on as you go about the rest of your day. Who will you help today to unlock your own magic? Because sure, the bridge might just be a story, but the mechanics behind it, that is incredibly real. The magic is sitting right there waiting for you to pick up the key through your own actions. Thanks so much for hanging out and exploring this with me today. Until next time, keep learning, keep helping, and keep unlocking your potential.